This is an industrial dumpster at a government, well, at a municipal park facility. And it's filled with useful little bits of building material pieces. Here, offcuts of plywood down there, 2x4s, perfect fun. Probably lots of chaw, tobacco, you know, shit like that. And you can see it's just out here. There's one guy here somewhere, and I can talk to him. Look at this. That's got to be used for something. It's too nice of wood. I wouldn't swipe from that pile, but certainly there's got to be a thing or two in there I might grab. Let me take a look here again. Oh, shit. I'm kind of in the bite here. This is a no-no. Where in your arm, see this? If this comes down, I'm going to be in big trouble real quick. Look at that. There's a big piece of blue tarp. There's some like shitty diaper over there. Somebody's food container, their lunch. Yeah, I don't know. Is it worth like a couple bucks worth of 2x4s? Probably not. It's not like Depression era. What do you say we go beyond yonder there? We'll go take a look through the scope, through the looking glass. All right. This is kind of interesting. You know, to see how a place changes over about a decade or two. How long? I mean, I've been here since before they built this place. And I guess my spouse-in-law's uncle had a lot to do with it, the construction company. But I don't, he's, you know, like, all right, it's just another job. But look at all this shit just sitting out here. If you were like a professional thief, I mean, this would be payday. Lots of stuff just out in the open. A workshop of some kind there. The drums are quiet. The pump stopped working. It's like Armageddon. Some people wearing masks over there. Some people wearing masks. Yeah, we've arrived at the education office, where you're about to get a lesson in sublimity and civil disobedience. Harmless civil disobedience. I declare. What's going on up top of the rock? Anybody up there? Really funny. You could, oh, you can. It does. Hold on. For sure. What's going on here? Does this zoom any good?
What's in here? Looks like it's hot.
Jeez. Yeah, what is in here? There's a lot of just stuff. I don't know. I think there is some kind of administrative presence here. I'm not precisely sure what it is. My dad used to know. Grandpa used to know. He probably still knows something about it. You can hear all the yahoos out there. There's some nice rays of light over there. Look at that. Shadow of the earth is taking form right there before your very eyes. Somewhere in a distant time and place, they're watching the shadow cross the earth's hemisphere. And they're wondering what we're thinking, and we're wondering what they're thinking. But we're all thinking the same thing, which is what is out there, and why is autofocus such a difficult task in this day and age? This roof system with these rails that they've got set up. Now, I think these are actually for snow abatement buildup, but they certainly are great for, you know, snap a carabiner on there, right? Look at this. Look at this run. That's, I don't even know what to call this stuff. The gauge, is it 5/8 or an inch? It's at least an inch piping on this metal roof. Look at the cant of this thing. Look at the angle of this roof. We don't get snow like that up here. There's no reason to have a roof like this up here. We haven't had a big snow that would demand a roof like this in 100 years. Would I mind a roof like this? No. It would be great. It would be maintenance free. The whole place looks rather maintenance free. It's just stone. It's built like a castle, like a Japanese castle. Stone on the bottom and wood on top, but with a metal roof. And the eaves on this place. They did a lot of things really good here. If I was rich and was going to build like a big house, I would build it. I would buy this place. I would kick everybody out and just buy it and be like, nope. It's an empty classroom in here. You used to be, you know, they would teach you about like water and the cycle of life and so forth. There's like some antlers and, you know, a beaver skin in there, and, you know, like, look kids, this is what a pine tree looks like. This is an old poster from like well past a year. Well, it's probably about a year old. Look at this place though. I can't stop talking. Everything's done really nice. It's like a German Montessori school. Everything's just made for learning here. Look at that. I'd get rid of this thing and put it some deck chairs, and like, I'll tell you what they did wrong though. You want to see? I can point it out real good. Was they used wood. They used cedar no less. That's cedar and it's not treated. You know, good for them. You don't want to be teaching about proper management of the earth and then have treated lumber all over the place. But you can see it's rotting away down here. This is a big no-no around here. Is the TNG slats outside. Never do that. Ever do that, because that's what you'll see. It doesn't matter what kind of cedar you use. So this is all done incorrectly. This should have been made out of metal, steel. There's plenty of steel around here they could have used. Old railroad stuff all over the place. They did not have to build it this. They used Trex here, but then they cheesed out and used cedar, which is nice, but it doesn't weather at all. Sorry, not around here. All kinds of shit going on in there that looks like a bunch of posters that they're gonna put around. Recreation, responsibility, blah, 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 laminated poster. Honestly, I don't know what is the point at the moment. This place, they've shut everything down. What?
Yeah.
How old is this tree?
Like 900 years.
Oh.
So like when it was like this big,
Yeah.
it was age of like, I don't know, medieval knights or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Charlemagne was running around pissing into a bush. Look at this. When this tree was just a sapling. Huh. You know what's funny is there is a neighbor down the street from us who's got a stump. It's burned out, of course, because it got cut and then it got burned. So this is very commonplace around here. You can find the stumps, but that's why this is here. Look at the cracks in there, the moisture cracks. Damn, it's something to behold. So we're not sure what's going on here, but it's an active construction site. We've got clear signs of daily activity right here. You know, we saw it in the trash with the recent lunch cast-offs. But there's now I'm getting paranoid because we've crossed over. So they're building some kind of like, I don't know, that goes over a creek right there. So I don't know what they're building, a hallway of truth or something like that. Celebrate the heroes of yore. See, they've chained everything off. So we're like, keep crossing these stupid little gates. Path closed, path closed. Yeah. We get it. But, you know, this is taxpayers' dollars here, so I don't care that much. This meeting room, blah, blah, blah. Keep it clean. Yeah. What's this one? Here's a dead bird. Look at this carcass. That's cool. Look at this bird carcass. Look at this thing. Look at that, it's intact. Look at that, the skull, everything. It's beautiful. Well, I'm sorry you ended up here, buddy. Well, interesting. See, now this is what they need to be teaching the kids in there. Look at this. Nothing going on in there. This place should be packed with people, like, listening to music and, like, using the internet and looking at this, writing papers on that. No, nothing's going on. What's going on here? That's that same stupid room. We'll go get ourselves out of here. Yeah, they were one of the first municipal buildings, well, not municipal, but whatever, it's taxpayer dollars to use these living roofs. It's back in the 90s, I think they built this, something like that. Have I been here that long? No, just dead. I don't think there's anybody here. There's one truck. Yeah, you can do that. These trees here, now see how they're all in a line? These were planted by the white man when he came up here with his iron horse and built a little town called Cedar Falls. It's a railroad camp. And they planted all these little trees in a row, which is what you do. Well, here, you can go down this. I'm done. A little history, a little ruffian culture. Well, that was fun. See, that's apparently the foundations of an old whatever. You know, just 150-year-old concrete. Big deal. Build a house on it. Do something good. We're on camera and we're on microphone right now. Everybody can hear us. They got 2 cameras up there. No trespassing. We'll come out with shotguns. Yeah, they won't. They're good people. They might come out and say something. You go over there, talk to them on the radio. I'm sure they'd love to hear from you. You got to badge in. This is the water supply for the city of Seattle. The main one, there's another one called Chester Morris, but these 2, and then on the other side of that mountain, there's the one for Tacoma. I can't remember the name of it, but they're these artificial lakes that they build up with a small dam, and so you can get all that good fluoridated water down in Ballard. I don't know if he's going up there to take a piss. I hope not. Well, maybe. You know what they say, dilution is the solution. Well, it's kind of an unexpected video. I was just going for a bike ride, but it seems like you've gotten a tour of the Cedar River Reservoir Education Center, where they educate nobody about anything, and there's nothing but empty classrooms. Yes, I will give you a pass for the fact that it's COVID and everything's shut down, but seriously, rooms do not need to be empty. They look like nothing's happened in there for months, and yet they're adding on as if, you know, maybe they're going to put a planetarium in there or something. But pour that money into the inner city, or do something else, or bring the inner city up here, right? Do something. But like, there's at least $1,000 worth of recyclables in that thing that I'm eyeballing seriously, because it's like, you know, stamped sheet metal that I can use for various repair jobs around the homestead. That's it. Have a good one. Out. These gates backwards, because it's like a closed county road here. This is actually, believe it or not, this is the city of Seattle property. This is part of the city of Seattle. The boundary is not contiguous. This is an island portion of the city of Seattle, and we are now crossing through its borders like wild ruffian from another land.